Guam swimmer Benjamin Schultz carrying the Guam flag during the opening ceremonies of the Olympic Games in Rio. 5 athletes are at the Games representing Guam. Swimmers Ben Schultz and Pilar Shimizu, along with track and field athletes Regine Tugati and Josh Illustre, as well as mountain bike competitor Dr. Peter Lombard.
It was so absolutely overwhelming. I was all smiles before we got into the stadium, and then as soon as I heard them call Guam, I realized the entire world was on. Eyes were on me, and my face kind of just went like, whoa, like I'm here at the Olympics and I'm holding our Guam flag. Like I got really nervous, but at the same time, like inside, I was so proud.
Ben finished in 4th place in his heat with a time of 103.29, setting a new national record for Guam and beating his previous time of 103.42, which he set last year at the Pacific Games. Schultz raced against Bermuda, Uruguay, Thailand, Tonga, and Grenada. With his event already done for the Games, Ben says he's already eyeing the 2020 Olympics in Japan.
A lot of hard work. So today was my first day off. I haven't had a break in an entire year. And, just being here in this environment and the atmosphere, I'm so pumped up right now. I actually got in for another pool session. I swam about 3 miles today, and it's supposed to be my first day on break. But, I'm just so excited for the next 4 years that I felt like I needed to get in.
Pilar Shimizu swam her 100-meter breaststroke race this morning, posting her best time of the year, 1:16.65. Shimizu currently holds the national record for Guam in the 100-meter breaststroke with a time of 1:15.76, set at the 2012 London Games.
During my race, it felt really, really good. I haven't felt this good in a long time. I've had quite a rough year, so to be able to do the time that I did today was a very pleasant feeling for me. I was really proud. The water is so clear, it's so clean. The facilities are really good. I'm really happy and pleased with all that they've done for us so far.
Guam pins have been a sought-after souvenir at the Games, with athletes and staff looking out for the rare collectibles from our island, and it's become Olympic tradition at the Games for athletes to swap pins with each other.
Yeah, I've gotten so many people asking me for pins, from volunteers to cafeteria workers, from Venus Williams. There are so many people looking out for Guam for our pins. I'm not huge on collecting them. I just like to, I guess, give them away. It makes me really happy to see people so ecstatic about getting Guam pins. So if I could make someone smile, then that's pretty cool.
Next up for Team Guam, track and field athletes Josh Illustre competing in the 800-meter race and Regine Tugati in the women's 100-meter sprint. Now remember, for everything Olympics, of course, KOAM TV8 with Olympic coverage all day, NBCOlympics.com on the internet for the latest on the Olympics, not just results, but human interest stories as well, and neat little things like the best dressed in the Olympics opening ceremonies. Now, you'll be proud to know Guam made the top 40 in that category. I don't know if we get a medal for that, but I think that's pretty cool. So you check it out, NBCOlympics.com. Now for some Preba Hao highlights from the Sheraton Fight Night Friday. 12 amateur fights on the card. Josh Munya by unanimous decision after 3 rounds of action over opponent Johnny De Guzman. Leon Kanata going the distance and was victorious by majority decision against Rob Ignacio. Now, Kanata looked like the more seasoned fighter in this matchup of lightweights. The Fighting Kanatas representing Jonathan Kanata took the win in his fight by TKO after his opponent was unable to answer the bell. Entering round 2, Ronnie Rabon suffered an injury to his arm and could not continue. Shane Torres got the first round submission by a rear naked choke against Adrian Davis. Torres got the takedown from the clinch and quickly took the back of Davis for the finish. Peter Beneventi picked up a sub win in the 5th fight of the night by guillotine choke on Danny Atalik. Atalik had the better of the exchanges standing up, but wore down as the fight wore on. Beneventi secured the head of Atalik and cranked it for the tap. Jacques Pizarro got the 2nd round guillotine choke after losing the stand-up exchange big in the 1st round. Pizarro weathered the typhoon of Drake Fajarang and answered back after Fajarang landed a knee and got careless as the 2 fighters looked to go toe-to-toe. Pizarro got the neck and never let go like Titanic. Referee Mikey Titano called a stop to the fight. Darren Titano controlled the 1st round of the fight against Tanner Santos. Titano looked composed in his debut, and when the fight went into the 2nd round, he secured a takedown and took his time setting up the rear naked choke submission win. On a battle of the big boys, Dylan Kono got the unanimous decision win in a heavyweight fight over Vince Campos. Kono controlled the fight and stayed the aggressor throughout the 3 rounds. Jayton Gumabon got the first round win, and Preba Hao by way of arm triangle. Heavyweights again, J.R. Paris beat Preba Hao veteran Toby Downtown Mesa by first round key lock submission. Mesa ran out of gas as the fight went on, while Paris jumped on his opportunity to finish the fight and was victorious in round 1. Pijo Camacho stays unbeaten in Preba Hao with the second round TKO after his opponent, Ryan Tovis, was unable to continue the fight. Tovis looked to have the edge on the judges' scorecards after round 1, but he couldn't continue after suffering a calf cramp, giving Pijo Camacho, fan favorite, the big win. Say Camacho improves to 3-0 in his amateur career as he got the win in the main event fight of the night by way of rear naked choke in round 1 over Saipan's Mark the Dark Nwike. Camacho took the fight straight to the canvas and took care of business early against his more experienced opponent, in fact, putting Nwike to sleep. And it was lights out at Preba Hao.